Hello, people of God. I come to you with a message today, which is basically letting you know that you have to go through a grooming season or a pruning season before you get your due season. Okay? So there are some things that you have to do, because how you going to sit here and say, well, this is my due season. What have you done to get that due season? Have you stayed faithful to God? Have you even been obedient to God? Well, you know the answer to that. So this is my question. What have you done to get your due season? I would love for this to be my due season. But right now, God is grooming me, getting all this mess out of me. He's pruning me, cutting off them vines that was choking me out and had me living like the world. Yeah, he's grooming me. Just like when you go get a fresh haircut. You know how it be right there when your hairline start growing back and be that little eddy growth. You know what it is. Come on, y'all. You got to go get that. You got to go get groomed. You got to go get shaved up. You know, all that. So with that being said, John chapter 15 verse 2 says, Jesus says, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that continues to bear fruit, he repeatedly prunes, so that it will bear more fruit, even richer and finer fruit. Pruning is vital importance for us to grow in our walk with God. Y'all got to understand this. You got to start doing some things, giving up some things, and doing some more things in order to get your due season from God. Because, see, I'm going to tell you like this. You can manifest things, but with God, you'll get a full manifestation and not a half of a manifestation. But I see a lot of us we just want manifestation without no obedience. Do you really think God is going to bless your mess? No, he's going to whoop your tail because you belong to him. So therefore, he's going to get you, sit you down somewhere, and start grooming you. Going into Isaiah 18:5, for before the harvest, as soon as the bud blossoms and the flowers become a ripening grape, then he will cut off the sprigs with pruning knives and remove and cut away the spreading branches. That's what's wrong with a lot of y'all. Y'all been choked out by these vines. That's why you can't get your heart right. You can't get your mind right. Because you are allowing vines to come up upon your tree, which is you, and it's strangling out the good fruit, which you can produce if you were obedient. Okay? Stop asking God to bless you with something, and yet God is sitting up here saying, when are you going to be obedient? When are you going to obey me? But we always asking God for stuff, and God will supply your need. But sometimes you got to get to the point where you're tired of just being your needs being met. You want to flourish. You want to prosper. You want an overabundance, flowing over to the point where you got to give to somebody else. This is what I'm looking for in my due season, but it's not. Right here is major. Ephesians 5:11 through 16 says, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness. Man, y'all know y'all be around these people, man, and these people ain't up to no good. But y'all still hang with them. Then you get in trouble with them. Then you want to call on God. Lord, get me out of this trouble. I promise you I'll do this and do that. And then he know you be lying. He gets you out anyway. And then what do? You're right back with that circle of people who live in darkness that are not bearing good fruit. Okay? Let's start over. Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. It is shameful even to mention what the disobedient do in secret. Okay? It's shameful. But it says, but everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light. This is why it is said, wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. Okay? 15 says, be very careful then how you live. This is what I'm talking about, people. You know you ain't out here living right. God ain't doing. Come on, man. Come on. That's the devil blessing you. That's the devil putting you up on stuff. And believe me, it's a string attached to it. 15, be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. It's telling you right there. Yeah, Satan on the scene. And he ain't playing with you. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm going to give you 7, well, it's really 6 things of what obedience does and 1 of what disobedience does. Obedience is an act of worship. God rewards obedience. God rewards obedience, not disobedience. Obedience to God proves our love for God. Okay? Obedience to God demonstrates your faith. It demonstrates your faith. And obedience is better than sacrifice. Okay? Through obedience, we experience the blessings of living holy. I'm gonna go over that 6th one again. Through obedience, not disobedience, but through obedience, we experience the blessings. That is what you get in your due season. You get the blessings. So it says through obedience, we experience the blessings of holy living. And when you live holy, that's when the blessings will begin to come in. The blessings from God anyway. Because he can't. If you're telling me that God is blessing you and you out here doing everything you want to do, then basically you're calling God a liar. And we know that God is not a man that he should lie, nor the son of man that he should ever have to repent. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get to this last one. Disobedience leads to sin and death. Disobedience leads to sin and death. Excuse me, y'all. This is what I'm telling you. This is why I would love for this to be my due season, but it's not. It is my grooming season. I am being pruned by God, getting all the vine. Okay, now with all that being said, I'm just telling y'all, you're looking for a due season, but you're sitting back like, well, God, why haven't my due season come? You told me it was coming. Yeah, he told you to be obedient too. But are you doing that? No, you're not. Keep it real with yourself. You can deceive people, you can deceive the churches, but you cannot deceive God. Never can you fool God. God knows your heart. And what's coming out of your heart is what's going to produce your actions. So if your actions are doing everything of the world, come on now. How can you sit here and say that you're loving on God when you're doing everything of the world? You out here having sex with everybody. You out here cussing everybody out. You out here stealing. You out here tripping. You out here shooting people. And you think God's supposed to bless all of that? Well, I got a new break for you. He's not. But the devil will bless you and trick you to pull you right on in.